Hello, welcome in. I was guided today to bring forward some channeled transmissions that are just streaming in, one right after the other. And so I'd like to invite you into an informal opportunity to create some space together, to circle up together. I am Lauren. I'm Oracle of the Rose, and one of many Oracles of the Rose who carry forward the Rose Lineage of Light. And I am a channel on behalf of an angelic frequency that call themselves the forward-facing energy, calls themselves the Marys. And it is Mother Mary and Mary Magdalene in union working to bring forward this ancient wisdom tradition and lineage of light that they refer to as the Rose Lineage of Light. And many who are sensitive, many who are healers, many who are called to work with the rose, really called to be working with the concept of bringing forward their heart light into what their gifts and talents are into the world. These are oftentimes people who might identify themselves as a light worker. And that is what we are. We are working with our light. And so, to that end, today I was in my morning practice and just receiving one transmission after another. And it was really they were requesting an audience and for me to do something new and different that I haven't done before. I'm lighting a candle to help us set some space right now. I don't know if you can see that. This is a Reiki infused candle. I'm just going to light that, place that nearby. We're going through a lot energetically. We just moved through the full moon in Capricorn at 29 degrees, and the sun was square or opposing the moon, obviously, because it's a full moon, but the moon was conjunct Pluto in an out of sign conjunction, and really reinforcing structures, foundational structures and aspects in our life becoming dismantled, not only in our life, but in the world around us. And we're seeing that more and more. And all of these transmissions that have really been coming through have been speaking a lot about the power of our own heart light and tuning in to our heart light. And as I was sitting with this, I thought, it probably is easy to speak these words of tuning into our heart light, but what does that really mean, right? What does that really feel like to tune into your heart light? And so I was sitting with this, and suddenly I was receiving all of these transmissions that were really meant to be shared. The Marys asked me to stop what I was doing and basically prepare to share, just calling in a little cleansing smoke, clearing our space. And so I'm just inviting you in. If this is of resonance to you, this message might be for you. They've asked me to allow them to channel live, which I've never done before. So I'm recording this and just kind of setting the space. And so I really ask you to tune into your own higher aspect and invite your own higher aspect of self to the table. And let's just close our eyes and set our intentions that any wisdom shared, anything that comes forward today is coming forward for the highest good and the best good for everyone involved. Thank you. And so calling in all of our guides to help create sacred space here with us right now, just tuning in being guided to actually get my water to have that. It helps me when I'm channeling to have water to sip. So apologize. Let me just grab that water. Okay. And so I've got a little background music. I do not own the rights to any of this music. This is a very beautiful song called Breathing Space by Sacred Earth. It's on a playlist that I use to just help me kind of tune in vibrationally. And so if you would join me in that by breathing into your own heart space and just calling in your own connections to Rose Light, to the lineage of light. I'm going to call in my connections now. Hello, we are the Marys, and we appreciate you tuning in today to join us here with this channel, Lauren, as she works to bring forward more and more of her gifts. And we thank you. And today we would like to discuss the light of your heart and how your own heart light is connected into the cosmic heart of creation. And so as we speak, we ask that you breathe into your heart, that you use your mind, your mind's eye, the power of your imagination to visualize using your senses that eternal flame within your own heart center. And so just breathe here in that space, focusing on the center of the center of the center of your heart space. And notice if you are able to perceive what appears to you as a flame, maybe even a speck of light. Just allow your focus to remain on this center point as you breathe. We would like to introduce you to the vibratory frequency of your own eternal heart light, if you will allow us to do so. If you agree, just breathe into that center point as you allow your physical body to begin to soften with your breath. Exhale any tension, any tightness, any worries. Feel your full focus returning into the center of your heart, focusing only on that lighted energy at the center point, and breathe into that space, allowing it to grow. Maybe noticing a sense of expansion occurring as you breathe and hold your focus and awareness here. Now, using your own ability within your mind, call forward your highest aspect of yourself, feeling into the eternal aspect of you behind your thoughts, behind the busyness of the mind, noticing that presence that is always there with you, as you. And now feel that connection taking hold as it floats down the center of your energetic channel, connecting into the space of your heart, connecting into the light within the space of your heart. And just breathe, allow that energy to expand for you. Feel the frequency move in and through your body, shifting you as it does so, bringing peace and coherence and balance. And gently noticing the shift that has taken place from this very simple practice. As you blink your eyes back open and bring yourself back into your physical surroundings, we have messages we wish to share with you, and you will know that they are truth for you energetically through your energy as you feel into the messages we wish to share. It's important that you pay attention to Venus and the movement of Venus, as Venus is emerging now as an evening star from your point of view. Venus represents the octave of your emotional heart space. And Venus's emergence is occurring as an alignment is taking place with Sirius, your sun's binary star or sister star, often referred to as the great central sun or spiritual sun. The star system of Sirius is lining up with Orion from the vantage point of your planet. As this alignment takes place, there is a download of plasma-lighted energy being received by your vessels directly into the heart space. You have been receiving high-frequency coded lighted energy streaming into your planet for some time. There is a peak within a solar storm taking place on your sun at this moment in time. as your galaxy itself is traveling through a photonic belt of high vibrational light. You are awakening. Your consciousness is awakening into a state of remembrance. The light of the rose, which you carry within your DNA, is being activated into a greater and greater extent, more so than you ever thought possible. Many of you are experiencing this releasing of energy, we will call it, as difficulty, as hardship, as heartbreak. Many are experiencing and only seeing the chaotic energy happening around them. This is only within your immediate perception, and we ask for you to take an observational standpoint to allow your soul to view your life's journey and this moment in time as something you are moving through. This is not happening to you, but for you to work with. And we ask that you begin to breathe into the remembrance that you have done this before. You have created heaven on earth previously, and you chose to incarnate here in this lifetime to bring back the lineage of the rose light and to create from that space to assist humanity in this point in time of extreme energetic consciousness expansion and shifting and awakening. It is time for us to gather as sisters in sisterhood who carry the lineage of the rose light forward with them as them, and to begin to stand in our light. The full moon you just moved through removed any energetic barriers which remained in allowing you to feel the suppression of your lighted energy. This has released any and all soul contracts and ties to any other timelines in which you were unable to fulfill your purpose. And now is time. Now is time to create. We want to remind you, and we wish to remind you, that all around you are all of the alchemical elements that you need. From a physical standpoint, from a chemical standpoint, all of the elements are present. And when the structures within your world, within society, within your life even, begin to crumble, we remind you to take the components and use them as ingredients to alchemically sculpt with the rose light within your heart and your ability to imagine and vision and dream in a new world, one in high vibrational accordance, one that is in harmony, one that is built upon the frequency of love and the frequency of compassion, the frequency of unity. We ask you to remember your light. Remember your mission. Breathe into working with your light. We are bringing forward offerings, co-creating offerings with this channel. We want to support you. We are all remembering and stepping forward in a much more powerful way here on the physical plane, and it is time. You know, it is time. It is a choice, but the energy is here now, and you must choose to step into this energetic stream consciously. Hi. Okay, that was a first for me to do. Um, I have some high level awareness of what they said, but I will have to rewatch it to get all of the details. What I understand is that they're asking us to return into a remembrance, and I'm really hearing more. I feel like there's a part two. Hearing there is more about how we need to begin working more intentionally to co-create with spirit and yeah, lean into our connections. We're returning back into our remembrance that we are always held, that we're always walking with our guides, with our angels, with our spirit team, always connected into nature, as living nature, always connected into the cosmos. And it's through this portal within our heart space that we always have access. So I hope that this entire experiment of going with the intuitive nudges that I was given has landed well and felt very supportive for you. I'm still trying to come back. When I come back from such a high frequency, it takes me a while to feel like I have really strong verbal abilities again. But I will, excuse me, I will ask that if this was of resonance, that you assist me in supporting the channel as I grow this expression of allowing this intuitive connection to come through. I believe strongly in the law of resonance and frequency, and if this was of resonance with you, if you felt this within your own frequency as truth, I would so appreciate any likes, any subscribes, any comments that you want to leave me and let me know how this landed for you. You know, the ability to open up and channel in this way is relatively a newer gift of mine to share in a public way. But it is time, and I feel that. And so sometimes I do come across as a little shaky or unsure because I'm still new at what it is I'm doing. But I strongly believe in what it is we're all doing here right now, and that we are meant to be finding each other, that we're meant to be joining in community. And that's truly my greatest hope, is that we begin to find community with one another. Just yesterday, the Marys have asked me to open up a meditative and supportive community container, so I'll be doing that soon. I'm still feeling into exactly what wants to come through, but it's time, my friends. It's time. Thank you, and I'll see you soon.